Welcome to another episode of Lunch and Earn. Lunch and Earn is addressed especially to business owners, investors and entrepreneurs who are starting the business or who are still struggling to work more on the business instead of working in the business. And we go step by step through the things, and you will actually, after this episode, you will just start to implement it. Speed of implementation is really important to grow and to really focus on the things which are important. Doesn't mean you have to directly do the things which you think you're doing, but you need to schedule it. So, today we are focusing on the team and how important is it for your time management to have a team. Because it's great if you are really, if you can manage your time and if you can manage the time of your family, especially moms are doing this, they're organizing the whole family around as well. But you cannot do it all alone. You need support from different people. And this is why it's so important to have a team. And you know, last week we had a speech in Frankfurt, and we were talking about how important it is as an investor, as an entrepreneur, to have a team as well. And we realized actually that we have teams for our private life already. So, but when it comes to entrepreneurship and investment, we think we can do it better by ourselves because we know how we want to have it. We can do it better than anyone else, and it goes faster, right? This is actually the most important point for me was, or still is it, when it comes to a new task which I have to hand over, it takes so long to prepare it, to give it to another person, that a person can understand it. And in the beginning, it will go slower and it will be not 100%, and it will be not 100% like the way I would like to have it. So I think a lot of people know how this feels. But think on your private life actually. So when your car is broke, you go to a specialist, to a mechanic who can fix your car. You go to a hairdresser because you will not cut your hairs by yourself. And you go to a lot of, you have a team around you, you live in an environment, and you have a network and a team you can go to if you have different kind of problems, right? But when it comes to entrepreneurship and investments, it's still the same. You need to have people around you, a team around you who support you in different ways and in different topics. So starting, for example, with a tax advisor, you need to have a tax advisor who you can ask, or you need to have lawyers as well. They can help you to understand the different kind of topics and give you an advice upfront how you can, how you should react, or what you can do, or what will be your next steps. But let's start actually, I would like to start from the beginning, and this was my first, I would say, I was struggling really a lot as a self-employed person, how I can hand over some stuff to other people. They don't know my business, they don't know how I work, and I thought always, well, it's so complicated, and it's really, I'm not sure where I should start. So first, you can start at home, because in a private life, it's more often really easy to hand over some stuff. So I hand over to clean the house actually. I was looking for somebody who helped me to clean our house, that I don't have to do it. I was looking for somebody who iron our clothes, because I don't have to do it. It's not a lot time in a week, but it's time I can use for my business, or I can use for my family instead. And it's definitely tasks I really hate to do. So what I did is actually I create a list of things I really hate to do, and and tasks that I don't have to explain a lot when I hand it over. Like as well, when, for example, I need to change the wheels for my car because, from winter to summer or summer to winter, then somebody else can do it. It's waiting time that I have there, and it's time I can use differently and I can use more efficiently. So, or do grocery shopping. I think it's great that you have now the possibility to shop online, even the grocery stuff. It's not, well, in Germany, it's still not that you can have it all online. You still have to go for grocery shopping, but it saves already a lot of time. Or you have somebody who, which can go for you grocery shopping. This is as well really time wasting to look for everything, and most of the time, to be honest, we all buy the same stuff every week, so we have different things which we buy regularly, so somebody else can do it. This is time you already can spend to work on your business instead of working in your business. The next step for me was as well to look for a supportive system and assistance, like which you can find online as well. You don't have to hire a person to do that. And that is as well to that the people or that somebody can pick up my calls. So there are services like virtual offices, they can pick up your calls, and that you can, that's easier for you to manage your time, because all the calls, you get a list of all the calls which are coming in and which you should, what's the purpose of the calls, and then you can decide when you call the people back. And this is really important, especially if you have a lot of appointments or you work a lot from the outside, and you don't want to get interrupted all the time by different calls, because we are, if you work on your business, you need to write a lot of text, you need to think about marketing, you need to think about strategy, you do mind feeding, you need really to focus on your businesses. And this is really, it's really challenging if you get already, you need to be available the whole time on your calls, and your clients get upset if they cannot reach you. This is a great opportunity to handle this kind of stuff. When I was telling you this, I thought already, I think in the beginning, my first challenges was, whoa, this cost a lot of money. Well, this is another topic. Actually, it costs not money, it's you are investing that money. But if you do it step by step, first, you can handle the amount of money you use. You can have a budget for trying different stuff, and you don't have to implement it all in once. You can do it step by step. Every hour per week you save and you can use to work on your business is a win. So just think what you can afford at this time to outsource, that you're not doing it by yourself. And you change your lifestyle as well, because you don't need to do the things. And it's really, to iron my clothes, this is a great help for me, I can tell you. And I think as well on family members, maybe somebody on your family can help you with that, or support you with that as well. If you have kids and you need babysitters, how you can arrange that in the family, that you don't have to pay babysitters or to pay people who take care of your child. And if they are family members, you can trust them as well, right? And so you go step by step through. And as well, if you have different tasks, you can look for partnerships as well. Maybe you can do something instead of that, and which is balanced. So you don't have to pay for it, but you can pay with your time, or with your, no, not with your time, but with your business actually. So you can help each other, you know. This kind of partnerships could work as well. So if you say, well, I'm doing this and this is my business and I'm doing this, and I can give this to you, and maybe you can help me in exchange for that. So the other thing is that you don't have to pay somebody for doing this. You can provide corporations as well, that you can do to do the task in exchange, maybe which is really easy and fast for you to help another person, and you get something in exchange which would cost you a lot of time to do that. And or pay somebody a commission, it's commission paid, not really like a salary or like a monthly or a regular repayment. So there are a lot of things you can do. For example, when okay, for example, is as well that you can. What I mean by this, if you do the cooperation, you have as well the possibility, if you, for example, have a car and you don't need it so often, you can share the car, and it will save a lot of time for another person, and for you it really, you know, there's nothing, if your car stands in front of your house or somebody drives it when you don't need it, it might be a great help for somebody else, and the person can help you instead of with other things, because they save a lot of time as well. So you can try, be creative in finding solutions, how you can get help from different people. If you say, well, actually the money thing is not my problem and it's not an issue, I can pay for it, and I have a budget already which I can spend and invest in myself and my business, then you can have as well a look for virtual assistants, or as well for go on Fiverr. So many things are done with subcontractors on Fiverr. This is great. So if you need something like, for example, blog articles for your blog, just go on Fiverr and find somebody who's helping you to write something, or do translations. Like when I think what we did in the beginning by ourselves, like we translate stuff, or we hired a really expensive person to do that because we didn't know that we can have it so cheap. Just go on Fiverr and look for it first, and then do it, and if it's not working out, you can always go the next step and pay more money, or do it by yourself. But if you take care of contracts and texts and things which really take a long time, or do your website or stuff like this, just find a really fast and really efficient way to create your website and hand it over to another person. And there are great people on Fiverr, they can do it. And we, for example, we have a virtual assistant as well. Her name is Sharon, and she is great. And she lives on the Philippines, and the great thing is that we have time differences. So when we are sleeping, she is working, and the other way around. And we have some time which we are together awake, for example, and we can discuss the things. So this is no problem, but this is really an advantage for us as well. And if you have a virtual assistant who is working for you full-time or part-time, then you can, you can educate these people as well. And Sharon, for example, she is great in learning new things and preparing herself and figure stuff out. So if I would create a website, I need to figure stuff out as well. So I need to go on YouTube or different pages as well to figure out how I can do that, or call the support. Well, when I can call the support and I have no issue about creating a website or a technical problem, well, Sharon can do the same thing as well, and she is doing it great, and the problem is solved. But for me, it's a great help and a great support that I don't need to spend the time on the technical support line. And Sharon has it really fast done, and the next step, she can do it right away, so I can hand it over to her directly, and it's really fast done. And these are things step by step you need really to think through your task list and what you can give what you can hand over. And another point is as well that, and I'm still struggling with that as well. When you have new tasks to hand over, you need to sit down and take the time to do a videotape and there are desktop recordings, or you just make like screenshots and little descriptions. Today with voice messages or something like that, it's so easy to explain somebody what you really mean, even on a long distance. And you can do it really, really easy. For example, we use Evernote. With all of our subcontractors, partners and assistants, we use Evernote, and we have different working areas working together and handing over different tasks and information. And you can upload files, you can upload voice messages, and you can create lists and follow up on these lists as well. And you can favorite some tasks as well, and you can it's an easy follow up. Everybody is on the same page, and if somebody is looking for something, you just say, well, have a look on Evernote and look for you can make a keyword and look for this, and you will find what you need. And this is really important because nobody has time. Time is really limited for everybody, and you need to find a way, your way you can work with, to limit the time on the things which are not really necessary to do, and waiting or really long preparation things or stuff like that. That's really, this is time wasting. And for tasks you can easily hand over, and it's just because the first step is taking so much time to hand over the stuff. Don't be scared about that, or don't say, well, maybe another time. Do it right now. Maybe plan a night shift to hand it over if you think it will be take several hours to do that. You will see it will not take several hours to do that. It's just the first 1, 2, 3 times maybe you're preparing it, and you don't know, and you need to figure out how you can work with the assistant or with your new partner. And as soon as you figure this out, there's no problem. You can hand over tasks really easily, and you can prepare videos, you can prepare so much stuff. You don't need to write down everything. And with the voice messages, it's really a fast and really efficient thing. And you can talk like via phone, actually, like on a call, but it doesn't matter where the person is and if there is time differences or not, and stuff like that. So another thing is, maybe you are looking and say, well, my business is actually only in German. And in the beginning, I had this problem as well, because when I switched from German to English, of course, I need to have the help in German as well, and the support, and not only in English. And if you have people calling and they only understand German, you need to have this support as well in German. And this is more expensive if you find the services in German. So you need to figure out how you would like to structure all the things. And then just find the people in Germany. And on Fiverr as well, there are a lot of people, they provide the service in German already. So you don't need to think on that. And people to take your call, or they're as well available as well in Germany, and there are a lot of housewives actually who are looking for an additional job, and they have the mobile phone with them anyway, and they can pick up your calls and create a list if you don't want to go to a professional service and would like to spend maybe less money. This is as well possible. Or there is maybe cospace.com. This is a platform you can do like different mailboxes. I think you have 3 numbers, and you can do different mailboxes, or just push the people or forward the people to these different mailboxes, and you can explain that you are at the moment not available, and that you will call them between time space back, so that people know that you are not available at the moment, and you can you will call them back as soon as you have time. This is really important as well, that you really communicate with the people, and this is so I know in the beginning the calls really interrupt me in my business a lot, because if you get so many calls during the things and you cannot finish stuff, this is really time wasting. And you need to understand how to what task are you doing, what is really important for you. This depends on the businesses as well, but these are great tools to get out on working in your business and work on your business. And start with the small steps and you will see a big difference already. So here, like always, is the key: just get started, just do the first step, and have a little bit more time in a week. And if it's just for relaxing, and if it's just to, that somebody cleans your house and you can have a walk and just get new inspirations for the businesses, this is already a great help. Just use this time efficiently. It doesn't matter how many time you have. You need to use this time, what you have, really on the point, and for the things you really need. And if you have any questions with that, and if you if you need more information or new ideas or whatever, just please connect me. Comment below this video maybe topics you are struggling with, and we can help each other how we overcome different challenges. This is actually the idea of it. And as soon as you build a team, things start happening passively. So you will see that things are finished, and you don't have to work on that. Just to confirm it and use it. And this is where you actually start to earn passively. And I'm so happy to help you with that and to support you with that, to let you know or to share with you our experience and how we do it step by step going further. And if you have special topics and special challenges you would like to solve, just please write it in the comment below. And I'm really happy if we see us the next week on Lunch and Earn. Have a great day, and see you soon.